CFO Michelle Martinez. She studied ballet and acting in stark contrast to her current business life. Her eatery reflects these differences by adding an Asian twist to traditional Italian dishes, thereby concocting its own version of contemporary Californian cuisine. In Greenbrae at Jason's Restaurant.
113. 113.
I opened this restaurant for one thing, for me to cook. I'm not the regular kind of chef. I don't have chef jackets. I wear a t-shirt to work. I wear shorts to work. Because I'm on my feet all day. I work 6 days, 7 nights a week. Hi, my name is Jason Lee, and this is my restaurant. I put all my heart and soul to this place. It's everything I love to eat, so everything that is on the menu is something that I love from my heart. A little bit of Asian influences, Italian influences, California influences. Yeah, I love meat. Everything has some kind of bold flavor. We're not afraid of it. This restaurant is family driven. My wife works at the bar. My little sister, she works as a hostess sometimes. My mom does all my flowers. My father helps me out whenever I need any shopping to be done. When a customer that first comes to the restaurant and has no idea what they're getting into, I love it when their reaction is like, oh, I never even knew about this place. I got to tell my friends about it. What we do in the kitchen, how hard we work, and how my staff in the front strives to make their experience that much better. I think that's the reason why people come back. It's just that whole feeling, just to cook it, feel good about it, send it out, they feel good about it, their plate's empty. That's the best feeling you can have.
All right, Michelle, you went from the arts to finance.
Yes, but I'm at a museum that strives and works on creativity, so I fit right in.
And is that why you go to Jason's Creative Cuisine?
I go to Jason's for that reason, and they are in my neighborhood.
So where do you go first?
I usually go with the dragon prawns. The dragon prawns are 4 giant prawns, tempura batter fried, with a delicious wasabi aioli, crisp, crunchy, cold tobiko on top. It's enough for 2 to share, and I've never been disappointed.
We had those as well. We ordered the prawns, and I was just shocked by how huge the prawns were. It was amazing. The flavors were really good on this dish. It was a little bit overdressed for us, but it was delicious. But we also had the beet salad. The flavor of the salad overall was good, but it felt like they were really skimpy on the beets. They were also a little skimpy on the cheese and the pecans as well. So that was a little bit of a disappointment.
I actually had the crab cakes, and the flavor was nice. It had nice celery and onion, and there was an avocado puree, which was perfectly plated, in my opinion. It wasn't heavily dressed. But while the exterior was really nice, I did not care for the interior. It wasn't warm enough for me. The exterior was crispy. It was hot, like I like it, but that heat just didn't make it to the center for me.
All right, Hotshots.
Oh, so the Hotshots, there are 3 shooters. The fish, it's a really nice hamachi that's cut into little tiny cubes, and when you take the shot in one bite, it's great.
You do shoot it, and there's a lot going on in those 3 shot glasses.
Right.
There's hamachi, there's diced avocado,
There's some chili threads.
scallion, fried ginger, and a touch of white truffle oil. It's just a delicious umami mix.
Right, you can't deconstruct it. You have to
You
just
can't really
go all
deconstruct
in.
it too much.
And what about entrees? You mentioned you had the halibut.
Yeah, I had the seared halibut, and it was on top of asparagus. They also had a tapenade, an olive tapenade with grapes that was along the perimeter of the plate. The inside was nice and flaky. Everything was juicy. The potatoes were nice and fluffy and creamy. I was actually quite pleased with it.
I had the rattlesnake pasta, which was a penne in a sriracha cream sauce. My wife and I split it, and they actually took the initiative and split the plates for us, which was really nice.
That's always nice.
It was a very nice, creamy, gradual buildup of heat, and the flavors were just amazing.
One of our go-to favorites, the Chilean Sea Bass, served over jasmine rice and with a side of sauteed spinach in a miso glaze, and it comes with a side of soy vinaigrette. The fish was served perfectly broiled, and the meat just flakes off, and it's just delicious.
We also had dessert, which we ordered a apple pie a la mode.
I had that as well.
It was perfect, actually. It was heated up, so it was really nice and warm, contrasted well with the vanilla ice cream that we had.
Yeah, I have to second what he says. The ice cream itself, it had some kind of caramel undertone that really brought out that apple pie.
It was the cinnamon powder.
Yeah, it was really, really good. I enjoyed it. And the crust was super flaky. The apples they had a nice crunch to them. It was perfect.
We had the chocolate dream, which was a delightful crust of crushed walnuts and crushed ladyfingers that were made in-house, and then a light chocolate mousse, and it was delicious.
And what about drinks to go with those? Because they have one little tip that now everybody's going to know. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's half-priced wine. He's got a nice wine list with mostly California selections.
I actually just had a simple glass of sparkling wine. They don't skimp on the amount that they pour, so I enjoyed that.
I know when you go to those restaurants and they pour you that much, it drives you nuts. And Jason, very youthful guy, but has owned this restaurant for 9 years.
Yeah, we've been following for a while.
Right.
He was in a kind of a weird location before in a strip mall, and this is a big upgrade for him. The location.
Well, and it's still in. People should be aware. It still is in an office park.
It is in an office park.
We actually arrived a little early, and we got to walk around the office park a little bit, and so we did get to see a little bit of the view.
What about service?
So service was the major problem for us. When we first arrived, we were asked to be seated outside. It was a beautiful evening. We ended up in a small table between the patio and the dining room, and so it felt like we were kind of in no man's land.
Just the positioning of that. What about service for you?
Service was actually the complete opposite for us. When we arrived, the hostess was on the phone and a server noticed that, so she actually seated us. So that was something that I really don't experience very often. You typically have to wait. And she was super attentive, always checking on us, topping our glasses off. Everything was great.
Fantastic. Your spot, give us a quick summary.
I would say Jason's is my family's favorite restaurant. Delicious California cuisine in a nice setting with good service.
All right, and Richard?
They had good flavors, but I would probably not be back. There's just too many options in the Bay Area for us to make a trek up there.
And Leah?
I'd say personally I wouldn't make that trek all the way back there, but if I was in the area, I'd go back for a nice glass of a little something.
If you would like to try Jason's restaurant, it's located on Drake's Landing Road at Berryway in Greenbrae. The telephone number is 415-925-0808. It's open for lunch on weekdays, dinner every night. Reservations are recommended, and the average dinner tab per person without drinks is around $30.
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by
Safe Catch Elite Wild Tuna. Great for athletes, kids, and pregnancy. Safe Catch tests each and every fish for mercury. Available at nearby stores. Walmart Global E-Commerce, with small, agile work teams, is focused on big data, engineering, and e-commerce innovations. Careers available at walmartlabs.com. Sutter Health CPMC, investing in community care for more than 150 years, including 2 new smart hospitals. Your city, your hospital. CPMC2020.org.
Natural Mattress Systems from European Sleepworks, working to improve comfort and wellness for over 40 years. European Sleepworks in Berkeley, online at sleepworks.com. Oakland International Airport, now with flights all over the world. iFlyOAK.com. IRG has over 250 types of natural stone choices in stock today. IRG in Brisbane and Dublin, or at marblecompany.com.